This is the ultimate guide to closing high-ticket deals. It seems like everyone in life wants one thing, and that's freedom. That's probably the reason that you actually clicked on this video right here. That dream car, that dream girl, that dream life. But the ultimate question is, how do you get it? It's simple, actually. You learn a skill, then you have a guide to follow so you can actually do that skill. And that's exactly what I'm gonna give you today. We recently interviewed a guy for our sales team. And of course, we obviously wanted to know a few things. Is he good? Does he have what we're looking for? Does he fit within the culture? What are his goals? Etc., etc. This is interesting because almost every interview we've taken, the answers either go one way or the other. Either they have massive goals and want to be part of the 1%, probably just like you watching this video right now. And then there's the other that wants to wake up at 9 a.m., maybe work for an hour, maybe work for 2, take some time off, and pretty much do whatever they want. Every time we've had that second person that wants to wake up at 9 a.m., work for an hour, and do whatever they want has never made it far past that sentence before we ended the interview. The first person, however, definitely does make it past that, and then they're asked the question of all questions. Our company had X issue last month. How would you solve it? And this is where out of about 100 people, only 7 or 8 make it through because they don't have the guide to actually closing the deals and making the money. They have no idea what they would do in a situation like that. And let's face it, most companies, business owners, and any successful people, they're looking for an answer, they're looking for a solution, and they're looking for experience. Now, here's what I'm about to tell you. The 7 that do make it, they answer in this exact way. Here's the issue you faced. Here's exactly how I would solve it. And here's exactly why you and I are gonna make a ton of money together. So that right there is what you need to follow as a framework in order to be successful and in order to have that guide. Eventually get a job as a closer, start closing deals, and make a ton of money and actually live the free life that we talked about in the very beginning. You need to know the issue and you need to know exactly how to solve it. Here's what that looks like from a closer's perspective so you can start closing more deals. You need to go into gathering mode, basically gathering a ton of information first and foremost. This needs to be your questioning, you can say, kind of like how a cop questions a suspect. You need to ask a ton of questions, make sure you're getting the right info on exactly what this prospect is trying to accomplish or what huge problem they're facing in their life today. After you do that, you move on to step number 2 of this ultimate guide. You need to give them value on exactly how they can solve that problem. Just like the prospect did in that interview. Here's the problem, here's how you solve it. At that point, you need to close the sale. Now, how do you do that? What you do is you provide that same solution that you just gave them value for, but you do it in a much better way versus by themselves, with help, with support, with things they need so they can do it faster, better, and make sure that they're held accountable. Most people can get a ton of information online, wherever the case may be, maybe from a specific person, but also, most people don't know how to implement it. That is exactly what you're gonna sell, the implementation. And that right there is the ultimate guide to closing high-ticket deals. Now, if you want to make sure that you're getting the implementation and you're getting the right information in the first place to closing high-ticket deals, I do have a link in the description down below. It's only $17. If you're interested in it, click it and you can start getting all of this information in order so that way you can start closing more deals. Now, with that being said, the ultimate guide to closing is not some script, it's not some crazy framework. It really is just a 3-step process. Figure out the problem, solve it, and give an actual solution so they can win, and then provide how you can solve it better and faster exactly for them. Hopefully this video was a ton of value, and if it was, make sure and hit that subscribe button as you're gonna be supporting the channel. For me, we can grow it and we can make real closers that actually serve people today.